Hello and welcome back to the Golden Capsule. Before we start, please make sure to like and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you won't miss anything anytime a new video is coming up. Not to mention it will help me and the channel grow. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Let's begin. How to learn anything, anywhere. Elon Musk. Elon has his own way of learning to learn whatever he wants because he has perfected certain learning techniques, and if you learn those techniques you will become a better version of him. That's for sure. Elon Musk attended the University of Pennsylvania and earned a bachelor's degree in economics and physics. He planned to get his doctorate at Stanford University in California, but he left shortly after to co-found the web-based software company Zip2 with his brother Kimball. He never looked back. Musk has been very partial in his criticism of the modern education system. Quite simply, he doesn't think that students learn quickly and thoroughly enough. He certainly thinks there should be enough emphasis on critical thinking and problem solving. Musk decided to learn on his own, instead turning to textbooks and knowledgeable people to help guide him. How he met a legend and learned through him. One of the first people he came into contact with was a man named Jim Cantrell. Cantrell identifies himself as an expert on satellite system problems on his LinkedIn profile. Cantrell worked for the French space agency NIS from 1990 to 1992 before returning to the United States to consult with aerospace companies. Musk heard about Cantrell and realized how helpful he would be, so he called him in 2001. Musk told Cantrell over the phone that they needed to talk, and he ended up polling Cantrell to find out feasibility information to send a spacecraft to Mars. Cantrell, who had never heard of Musk, later called him the brightest guy I've ever met. Musk wasn't a billionaire at the time, even though he made several million, so he couldn't afford what they asked for. His solution: self-made rockets, is where Cantrell comes in. Cantrell, intrigued by the proposal, allowed Musk to borrow some of his textbooks, among them titles like The Elements of Rocket Propulsion, Fundamentals of Dynamics, and a reference guide International Space Launch Systems, to name a few. Musk dumped the manuals, and Cantrell later said that he wasn't sure Musk took notes in the books, but he knew Musk seemed to have memorized nearly everything he read, and so there, Musk prepared knowledge and language to hold a conversation about rocketry, physics, astrodynamics, and other issues after reading the textbook. Cantrell remembers thinking, "I'm damned, that's why he took all my books." The mechanical engineer was amazed not only by the amount of information Musk had learned, but also by how much he applied, in addition to collecting the manuals. Be with the best people. Another principle Musk adheres to in his quest for self-education is to surround yourself with the best and the smartest. He starts conversing with the best in their fields, learning their knowledge and expertise through discussion, and then tries to replicate that knowledge. Then he applied to its efforts like SpaceX. In fact, Jim Cantrell worked with Musk at SpaceX for a while before embarking on projects of his own. In 2017, Musk said during a global government meeting in Dubai, "I've come to the conclusion that it's really important to try to get the question right, and the more we can expand the scope," and as a result, he maintains a close network of industry experts, some of whom he even rented. How to read books, create miracles. You may be wondering how many books it takes to become a self-taught rocket scientist. The answer is a lot. In a 2017 interview with Rolling Stone, Musk revealed that he was raised by books rather than his parents. He attributes his success to the time he spends reading, and his reading history is as impressive as one would expect from the saying. The adage, "the man who is good at all professions is a master of zero," does not apply to Elon, who is a prime example of someone who was extremely successful in many different fields. At the age of 9, he began reading the entire Encyclopedia Britannica, then began reading science fiction for about 10 hours a day. No wonder Musk recommends books about other geniuses who have lived, such as Benjamin Franklin, Walter Isaacson, and Einstein's American Life. His Life and Isaacson's Universe. By reading all these books, Musk has learned a lot about leadership and his mission to make the world a better place. While the average person probably doesn't have 10 hours a day to devote to reading, Some of the richest and most capable people will tell you that reading is one of the secrets to their success. Other billionaires, such as Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, and Mark Cuban, all testify to the value of reading and its influence on their success and business acumen. Warren Buffett regularly reads 5 to 6 hours a day, skimming a number of newspapers and financial documents. Musk can call himself a true rocket scientist because he has gathered an incredible amount of information. What sets Musk apart from people who only read books is that he uses their knowledge. Musk said he has 2 principles for obtaining and using information.
Cobertura.
The first is that it evaluates knowledge as a sort of semantic tree, prompting people to make sure they understand the fundamentals. For example, before delving into leaves or details of things, he thinks that simply covering the material is not enough. You have to go into every detail and every area. This is the principle he used to educate himself on rockets. He studied every detail to make sure he fully understood it. How to apply what you learn. Its second principle is that it is nearly impossible to remember when your brain is functioning normally disconnected. Acquiring knowledge is more than just memorizing random facts. As Elon Musk learned, we must practice using this information. Musk not only memorized what he read in the first textbooks Cantrell lent him. He actually used the material to create blueprints for the rockets that SpaceX would eventually put into orbit. It follows the construction concept, which says you should start with the basics, add more information over time and then apply from there, or in other words, you should manage the core before getting into trouble. In the most superficial aspects, the SpaceX founder's views on education extend to what he looks for in potential candidates. He also said that not having a college degree doesn't prevent a candidate from being hired, and that Musk is the one who practices what he preaches on the matter. Congratulations, you have reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, give it thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making those kind of videos for you. Please make sure to click like and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell too so you won't miss anything anytime a new video is coming up, and continue to watch the next video in which we will try to better answer frequently asked questions on different topics and feed gold to your mind. We want to know what you think. Let us know in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Hope you enjoyed our time together. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.